man never imagined. He originally thought the alchemy he awakened after reincarnation was useless, but the biggest difference between him and others was that he actually possessed unlimited mana. Ordinary alchemy consumes an enormous amount of mana. Even creating a small item is extremely difficult, yet he didn't feel any strain at all, and as long as he could picture something in his mind, he could create it freely. But until recently, he had no idea about this, because awakening alchemy made him a disgrace to his family, so he was exiled to a perilous little village to serve as its lord. But right after he arrived, unexpectedly, he found the village under attack by 60 to 70 bandits. Although there was a fence around the perimeter, it was only a matter of time before it fell. Before even assuming his role as lord, he faced a major crisis. He had very few people with him, only the connections he had built over the years followed him. A reckless attack would only cause needless casualties, but no matter what, the battle was unavoidable. At that moment, the butler who had taught him to read came up with a plan. It turned out he had once been a renowned 4-element mage. He would first construct a protective barrier with magic. The others could stay behind it and attack from long range. Once the enemy's attention was drawn, the Knight Order skilled in close combat would launch a flank assault. This would secure victory with minimal losses. As the most experienced and knowledgeable among them, no one objected to his strategy, and things proceeded exactly as he planned. The protective barrier he mentioned was actually a dirt wall created with earth magic. As for long-range attacks, they used arrows and magic. This allowed them to thin out the enemy and successfully draw their attention. When the bandits were lured over, the Knight Order launched a surprise attack from the side. Leading the charge was the vice captain, who was also Jack's swordsmanship instructor. He alone could take on 100 foes, and the people following Jack were all seasoned veterans. The bandit group quickly collapsed. Seeing defeat approaching, the bandit leader tried to find a breakthrough behind the barrier. His sudden move caught everyone off guard. He targeted the mage on Jack's side, just when everyone thought he would succeed. They didn't know Jack had been guarding that spot all along. He struck unexpectedly and slashed the bandit leader's leg. Seizing the moment, his personal guard rushed in to finish the job. With a single strike, he killed the bandit leader. He was the slave Jack had taken in earlier. His talent in swordsmanship far surpassed Jack's, and once the bandit leader was taken down, the battle came to an end. Among Jack's group, some were merely adventurers hired to escort him to the village. They originally came only for the money, but because Jack had just saved the mage in their party, they wanted to repay him, so the captain decided to stay here for a while before leaving. Gaining 6 or 7 strong fighters out of nowhere was quite an unexpected blessing. After that, they entered the village, but to Jack's surprise, the place was even poorer than he imagined. As for why the village was attacked, he learned the reason from the village chief. They were so poor they couldn't even pay taxes, so the kingdom had already abandoned them, and once they lost protection, they became easy prey for bandits. As the newly appointed lord, Jack had 3 strategies to change the village's situation. First, create value that the kingdom could not ignore. Second, earn money to hire mercenaries. Third, rebuild and develop the village himself. Seeing the villagers' doubtful expressions, the protagonist decided to take action, but before that, he needed to strengthen the village's defenses. The outer fence looked sturdy, but if the next attackers used fire, it would be gone instantly, so he had the butler use earth magic to build a dirt wall around the village as a temporary measure. Then he planned to dig a moat. This would effectively prevent enemy intrusion. The Knight Order was responsible for the manpower. While they worked, he wanted to study alchemy. Ever since awakening it, he had never actually used it. From what he understood, as long as he imagined something, he could restructure raw materials into whatever he wanted. And since he currently only had wood available, the first thing he thought of making was nanofiber. After all, it had a wide range of uses. His first attempt went very smoothly. After producing 60 to 70 blocks of nanofiber, he had alt